Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Well, folks, no sooner does the cycle date hit than the markets all of a sudden see a vanishing of the buy the dippers. And this is the beauty of a cycle, folks. And you can go back in these, even in these free videos. I mean, you can look back a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I talked about January 21st as a major cycle date. And look at what we have today, folks. A market that continues to fall. We just hit support intraday at the 200 moving average. But I mean, this is what a cycle does. Notice how pre-cycle, which was last week, the week before that, you would have gap downs on the market like here, and then look at what happens. The markets float up. And then you would have gap downs even, over here. Markets float up, right? And you're not seeing that big selling because the cycle hadn't hit. So buy the dippers, it's all psychological, by the way. I mean, if people don't realize this, a lot of people think it's crazy, but the cycles have impacts on our psychological nature. It makes you more bullish, it makes you more bearish, it makes you more susceptible to listening to the media, all that stuff. And that's why I use cycles, and they're so successful. And literally, going back to 2007, calling the great, financial collapse like we did, it was cycle-based using the PPT methodology. And here's no different, folks. So again, cycle hits yesterday, and what happens today? Markets open lower, and they do not get a buy the dip. Now, again, you could bounce off these levels. Obviously, technical levels will see bounces, but markets in the short term should head down to about 259. There's a big level there. You'll get a small bounce off that. Then you should head even lower. And the cycle, again, has shifted. So that's where we are, folks. And again, congratulations to those of you in the research center or have even just watched these free videos and accumulated right before the cycle. On Friday, I picked up 3 new shorts. As of late last week, I've had a 42.5% of my account short. Friday, I picked up some VXXB, Microsoft short, Garmin, I have short, Bank of America short, TZA, which is a triple short the IWM, FAZ, triple short financials, SQQQ, triple short the Qs, SPXU, triple short the S&P. I mean, this is what it's all about, folks. I have Netflix short. We're in the money like 16, 17 bucks on that already. Again, this is standard stuff. If you're a member here, you're literally counting your money right now. And I just want to alert you guys. I mean, there's legit. I mean, this is stuff. Literally, hedge funds come to us and they say, train us, train our traders, and we do. And then they all of a sudden become one of the best performing hedge funds on the street. I mean, it's just the nature of it. And the fact that we do this and train public average investors, I think that's the best benefit of all. People always ask me, like, what's the best thing you do? Give out winning trades? And I say, honestly, no. Anyone can teach a man, or give a man a fish, but you teach him how to fish, that's the most rewarding. And that certainly is for us, folks. I mean, it is the most beautiful thing in the world to teach cycle analysis, to teach the PPT methodology, and literally have members banking millions over the rest of their life. I mean, literally, we have members who started out with, $50K in an account, and they're now, at $1 million plus in their account, and they're taking out, $500,000 a year in payments to themselves. And these are people that have been with us for 10 plus years. And, we've been around since 2017 in terms of the company. And Nick and I have been trading for a lot longer than that, another 15 plus years prior to that. But this is what it's all about, folks. I mean, it's all about the cycles. And you can see here, what's beautiful about this is we had the return to the scene of the crime, which was one of our indicators, right? So you had basically this trend line here, which is parallel to this one. And you actually pierced it right here, right? You pierced it beautifully. And then notice how you didn't confirm above that level and came right back in. I think that's a beautiful thing as well. And one of the interesting things about it is you pierced it Friday, but the cycle hadn't hit yet. But Monday the cycle hits, and then you see the results. The market rips to the downside, down 1.5%. Take a look at the Qs today. The Qs are taking a beating. The Qs overextended themselves a little bit, but getting a retrace right to the daily 50 moving average. On the Qs, this is going to be a big level. If it holds the 50, maybe it floats up a little bit, but if it breaks the 50, you got quite a bit more downside on the QQQ. And the Russell, which has been the most overbought short term, look at this, down beautifully 1.6% today. And again, all of our shorts are paying off handsomely today. Just a beautiful thing here. And again, we unloaded longs last week, taking profits on longs and accumulating shorts. And it's just all about market timing. A lot of people say you can't time the market. Well, certainly the average person can, and generally most Wall Street players don't know the PPT methodology and don't understand cycles, so they can't. But as you can see from this video, folks, and again, what I love about it is that I went on record in late December when the markets were at their lows. When the markets were down here, I said we're going to rally all the way back here, and then this is your cycle date, and this is where it's going to shift, and there you go. So a thing of beauty right there, all right? On that note, what I'm going to tell you to do is just simply come to InTheMoneyStocks.com, take the 7-day free trial, folks. It's a 7-day free trial. You can't beat it. 7 days free. Just think if you had your 7 days over the last 7 days and accumulated the shorts, you probably are making enough to pay for 10 years of the research center right here and then. I mean, just on this move alone today, accumulating what we did. All right, have a great one, guys. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com.